King Charles summons Parliament and calls for election for new Prime Minister to replace Rishi Sunak. Hello and welcome to Royalty Delight, where we update you on the recent news and captivating activities of the royal families. If you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications bells, as our channel may disappear on your home page. Without wasting so much time, let's dive into the subject matter. On May 22, 2024, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak made a surprise announcement from outside 10 Downing Street in a hastily convened press conference. Sunak declared that he had spoken with King Charles III and requested the immediate dissolution of Parliament, paving the way for a snap general election to be held on July 4. This unexpected development has the potential to significantly impact the British royal family's carefully planned summer schedule. A spokesman for Buckingham Palace revealed on May 21 that the royals would be postponing or rearranging a number of engagements and public appearances in the coming weeks to avoid any actions that could be perceived as attempting to distract from or sway the election campaign. Their Majesties send their sincere apologies to any of those who may be affected as a result of these necessary changes. However, the royal family is committed to maintaining a position of strict political neutrality during this crucial period for the United Kingdom. While the major events and commemorations surrounding the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings in Normandy are still expected to proceed as scheduled, including King Charles's first overseas trip since announcing his prostate cancer diagnosis back in February, other royal activities and appearances are currently under review. June was shaping up to be an especially busy month for the British monarchy, with the annual Trooping the Colour parade to celebrate the monarch's birthday set for June 15, as well as a high-profile state visit by the Emperor and Empress of Japan scheduled for late in the month. However, the sudden calling of a general election has thrown these plans into flux as the royal household seeks to carefully navigate the delicate political dynamics. King Charles, who at 75 years old has recently returned to a fuller schedule of public engagements amid his ongoing cancer treatment, will undoubtedly be closely monitoring the election campaign and its potential impact on the monarchy. The king has historically maintained a position of strict political neutrality, but he does hold a weekly private audience with the sitting prime minister to advise and warn on matters of government. This snap election could potentially mark the third time that King Charles has overseen the appointment of a new prime minister during his reign, which began in September 2022 following the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen's final formal duty as sovereign was the appointment of Liz Truss as the 15th prime minister of her historic 70-year reign, a tenure that would prove to be the shortest of any UK premier in modern history, lasting just 45 days. In the aftermath of Truss' rapid downfall, King Charles formally appointed Rishi Sunak as the new leader of the Conservative Party and Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in October 2022, following a hard-fought leadership contest within the ruling party. This would mark the second time in the space of just a few months that the monarch has had to oversee a transition of power at the highest levels of the British government. Now, with Sunak having unexpectedly called a snap general election less than a year into his premiership, the stage is set for the potential installation of a third prime minister under King Charles's reign. This is an unprecedented situation in modern British political history and one that is sure to generate intense speculation and scrutiny both within the UK and on the global stage. According to established royal protocol, following a general election or the resignation of a sitting prime minister, the new potential premier will traditionally travel to Buckingham Palace to meet with the monarch and formally accept the invitation to form government. During this audience, the king will ask the individual directly whether they are prepared to take on the role of prime minister, to which the typical response is one of acceptance. Though the king remains politically neutral on all matters, the royal family's website states that he is able to advise and warn his ministers, including his prime minister, when necessary. These private weekly audiences between the monarch and the head of government are seen as an important check on executive power, allowing the king to offer counsel and guidance based on his decades of experience and institutional knowledge. As the British public prepares to head to the polls on July 4th, the royal family will be closely monitoring the campaign and its aftermath, mindful of the need to preserve the monarchy's reputation for impartiality and avoid any actions that could be construed as politically motivated. And that's it for our video. I would like to see what you think in the comments. Thanks and see you in the next video.